13 Sabbath Offering projects in India, church planting in Spain, and international cooking coming up next. Hello and welcome to Mission 360, coming to you from Seville, Spain. And I'm standing in the middle of one of the most famous bullfighting arenas in Spain. And it was established in 1761, and a lot of history, and for followers of bullfights, a lot of culture. And there's a museum here detailing some of the history of this arena. And some more than 12,000 people pack in here to watch this sport. Not a sport that attracts me, and not a sport that I can understand as an outsider. However, it's interesting, when the Apostle Paul wrote in the New Testament, he talked about the games, he talked about running the race, he talked about the arena, and he took the popular pastimes of the people and he drew spiritual lessons from them. And today in our mission, we need to do exactly the same. We need to understand what people are thinking, what they're doing, what they're interested in, and then from that basis, we then draw them to an understanding of God's Word. Well, that's all about mission, and we're going to be going to all parts of the world today to talk about mission and to see mission in action. But first, let's travel to India and we'll see your 13 Sabbath offerings in action.
Early missionaries to the Nagaland region of India faced great difficulties as they worked door to door. One day, 3 literature evangelists visited a home, and the owner got so upset that she called the police. They were told that the activity they conducted was unauthorized, and they were cuffed together and taken to the local prison. At that time, there was a lot of animosity against Adventist believers in this region. As the missionaries waited outside the police station, the lock on their chain simply fell open. Surprised, the missionaries asked the guard to close the lock again, but the guard became fearful, and he let them go free. Later, the government policies loosened, and a piece of land was deeded to the Seventh-day Adventist Church. Unfortunately, this land was situated in the worst location, so early pioneer Adventists in Nagaland had to work hard and pray a lot. Despite the challenges, today there is a beautiful congregation and a school on this very property. There are many children in the largest city of Nagaland, Dimapur. Among other challenges, they often lack the opportunity for a formal education. Some children are privileged to study, while others will never have a chance to go to school. One teacher at the Nagaland Adventist School decided to invite an underprivileged girl to live with his family so that one more person could go to school. Although he lives in humble conditions, he and his daughters gladly share their small space. Each morning, Hanika starts the day with prayer and a devotional. Like Hanika, many students don't come from a Christian background, yet day by day, the school faculty demonstrates high moral standards and character development. They try to show how Christ can change their students' lives too.
Okay, this is Nagaland Adventist School. You can also see from the board. And this is situated in Dimapur, which is 1.5 kilometers from railway station, and it is 2.5 kilometers from airport. This is one of the business hub in the Nagaland state, and it is one of the center of the state. It started off with only 30 students and 5 teachers, and with just 4 rooms in 2007. Gradually, we started building, and now we have 200 students. Out of 200 students, we have only 29 students are Seventh-day Adventist students, which means rest of the 70% of the students is all from other faith and non-Christians. We have a plan to start a hostel, because with the hostels, I think we will be able to generate revenue where we will be able to save little money for the schools and will be self-reliant. If we have this hostel, we will be able to accommodate more
A hostel or dormitory will also provide more Adventist children the opportunity to study and live on this campus. There are many Adventist families scattered far enough away that it is difficult for their children to enroll here. Lastly, the income from this building will sponsor salaries for the teachers who work so hard here for minimal pay. This quarter, your 13 Sabbath offerings will build a dormitory in the Nagaland School, as well as a training center in Ibrahimpatnam, another girls' hostel in Chennai, 14 classrooms in Kerala, and 14 classrooms in Maharashtra. Please pray and support this important 13 Sabbath offering that will benefit the people of India.
My guest is Daniel, who is running a center of influence in Romania. Daniel, thanks so much for joining us. Now, you are located in South Transylvania.
Yes.
Describe this city where you're working.
Well, Târgu Mureș is a city, it's a multicultural city. We have Romanians and Hungarians and some Gypsies. And we have a good experience. We started using a lot of programs on health, and they responded very well. We had big health expos and other smaller programs like a health caravan and health clubs that were doing very well.
Good. Now, where did you get the idea of a center of influence?
First of all, we have seen the need of having something permanent that is more organized and is long-term visioned in such a way that we don't work hectic, because it takes a while until you get closer to the people. And to do small program takes a lot of energy, but with low long-term results. So that was the need, combined with seeing your presentations about City Center of Influence, and then I heard Ted Wilson talking, and I listened all the sermons on Audioverse and read the books on City Center of Influence, and then I found all the quotations that Ellen White writes about restaurants and treatment rooms and everything, and that inspired me, put a burden. I said I should do it. Actually, I had a lot of God called me to do this. There was Gabriel Maurer from our division at the time. He was the secretary that really had the sense that I should do it, and he inspired me and gave me a lot of also ideas. And
Wonderful. So, where in the city is this center located?
so we found a beautiful location right in the second line from the city center, which is very well traveled, and people are coming there easily. We have actually 3 locations right now. We have the place where we have the medical offices, plus a big room where we have the cooking classes and health clubs and depression recovery programs. And also we have another building where we have the restaurant, a vegetarian restaurant and catering. And then we have another location also very close by there, in a very close vicinity downtown, where we have the health food store, where we sell products from around.
So you have a plant-based food restaurant, you have a health food store, you have a dental practice,
Yes.
and you're also doing a catering business, and you're doing classes. Now, this is busy. You said this is less busy than what you were doing before. How many people are working at the center?
Right now we have 13 employees
Yes.
that are working full-time for this, but we have a lot of volunteers. We have a lot of medical students that are getting involved, and they help in medical counseling and other things. So we are trying to involve the local members, like the wives of the pastors are coming and doing the cooking demonstration. We don't pay somebody to do that.
Okay.
So we try to make sure that this is a beehive of activity done by the church. It's not easy. We have to work on that all the time, but we are happy to see that the church is getting involved.
Now, you said that the restaurant is self-sustaining now?
Yes, we have started last year, and in the summer it's not so easy. We are barely making it, but in Romania we have these periods of fasting because the Orthodox fasts. So then it's really going very high.
Yes.
So right now it's coming. We have the Christmas fast, and then we have the Passover and the Easter and so on. So it's doing very well. People are appreciating. It's easy to run a restaurant like this. People are liking you. even from the high position. We are catering food to the offices like the mayor office and in the banks around. They come also walking there, and you address the high society of the city, which is very good. Since we started the restaurant, in our health clubs we can see different people coming, like the high society of the city comes to the health clubs, where before we had more like old people coming and attending these clubs.
Fantastic. Now, what would you say is the main purpose of this center of influence?
Well, of course, we want to share God's love in a practical way. People know who we are. We had a nice experience already, and they want to come even to our church. They want to have pastoral counseling. They trust us. Like we had the depression recovery program, and the people already want to come and learn more from us because they want to know more. So obviously we want to share God. We share it in a practical way. We don't have any logo that shows who we are, but people know who we are, and they even appreciate it, that everywhere. So they know Adventists are doing something in town. We are well appreciated everywhere where doors are open. It's so nice. Even they have nice experience in telling and giving discounts because we are those who do this great work. And it's obviously a good work.
What effect has it had on the churches in the area?
Well, the churches were doing some of the work before. They were involved in the health caravan with us, and those who are involved are still involved. We are trying to recruit new members. Actually, I'm trying to preach in the churches and share with them the experiences, and it's nice to see that they become more and more involved. Some of them with the cooking demonstration, some of them are just simply participating and fellowshipping with the visitors, and this is nice to us. Some of them are promoting us, some of them are giving us fruits and vegetables for the store or for the restaurant. So we have a good connection.
Have you, at this stage, been able to start any Bible groups or any seminars yet, or not at this stage?
We would start this fall. Actually, we already planned, and we recruit people that want to start, and we'll talk about the Beatitudes. So this is the next topic. We'll start from the Bible with those who are open for the Bible.
Fantastic.
But these are people that we already work 2 years with,
Good.
and they are open.
Daniel, what a wonderful project. Thanks so much
Praise
for sharing
the Lord.
with us. Yeah.
Thank you for helping us. Because of your help, we could start this financially, and because of your inspiration, we have the motivation and the courage to go on.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
And viewers at home, thank you for your support of Urban Centres of Influence. It's your donations that help us start projects such as this. Please pray for Centres of Influence and pray specifically for this centre in Romania. We'll be right back after this break. Welcome back to Seville, Spain. Next up, you may want to grab a pen and paper because I have been assured that the recipe from the Mission 360 kitchen is one that you don't want to miss.
Welcome to our Mission 360 kitchen. We're here again to share some international recipes because we like to think of our world as a large global neighborhood. And one of the best ways to share friendship and hospitality is to share a cup of soup, an afternoon together, but always you want to share a drink or some food if you can. Our country today that we want to focus on is Turkey, and they are well known for being hospitable. So we kind of want to take our cues from them. I've read that one of the first things that someone might do in that country is offer you a cold drink, if possible. So we're going to have what we're calling cucumber salad soup. And I'll explain why we call it salad soup in a little bit. But first of all, tell us what's in this soup.
Okay. We need 1 large cucumber, 1 clove of garlic, 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, 2 cups of yogurt, 2 tablespoons of water, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, 2 tablespoons of fresh dill, and 2 teaspoons of mint.
So Kayla, do you think anybody could make this soup?
I think so. These are easy ingredients to get.
I think so too. It takes a little prep work and that's it. No high skills or anything. So let's start with the yogurt.
Okay. Do you want me to put that in?
Yes, if you don't mind.
There
There you go.
we go. Make it nice and creamy.
And someone could use soy yogurt for this if they wish, right?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. And I'm going to add 1 clove that's been, 1 clove of garlic that's been minced or chopped fine. You can put it through a garlic press if you like it that way.
Let me put in a cucumber, just the star of the show.
Okay. That should give it a nice light flavor. I'm going to add just a little bit of water so that it's not too thick.
Some lemon juice. There we go.
And here we are with fresh dill. I love fresh dill. Once I had fresh dill, I can never go back to the dried stuff in the bottle. So get it fresh if you can.
Much more flavorful. Here's some oil, just to give it some thickness.
Okay.
There we go.
And what else have we got? One final ingredient there.
Just a little bit of mint.
Is that fresh mint?
It is fresh mint.
Wonderful.
So it smells good too.
Well, let's mix this up and see what happens. I'll hold the lid.
Thank you.
It turns out to be a very pale color, which I think is quite attractive. Now, some people would drink it just like this, but it's recommended that it's served very cold. So I would chill it till it's almost ice cold if possible.
Okay.
And what I like, since I prefer a thicker soup, is to pour it over some salad vegetables.
Well, that sounds good.
So we'll refrigerate this for a little while and then we'll come back and show you how to put together the salad soup. Okay, so now our cucumber soup has chilled. It's really cold, just the way we like it. And the idea with the salad soup is that we would just pick the salad items that we like, put it in our bowls, and then we will cover it with the soup.
Oh, that's
So we have artichokes here as an option. You can have anything you want, but we have diced tomatoes. We also have sliced tomatoes here if you prefer that. We've got red peppers and carrots. So let's
Sounds
get
good.
started.
easy. Okay.
Okay. I love these colors. And I always say I like a thicker soup.
I like the texture of it.
So I've got red peppers here.
I've chosen the artichoke hearts and the diced tomatoes.
Okay.
Some peppers.
And if you want it to be really fancy, after you pour the soup in, you could garnish it with something, if you like. You can always use more cucumbers too.
I think this is an easy soup to make really pretty
I agree.
and decorate it.
I think you're gonna like the taste of it too.
I can't wait to try it.
Okay, so now we're going to pour the chilled cucumber soup over her salad vegetables.
Okay.
And I'll do the same with mine. Okay, let's try it.
So good. Thank you.
It's kind of different.
I can't say I've ever had anything like this.
It might become a regular part of your repertoire now.
It's really good.
It's refreshing.
It is.
I can taste the mint in there. Fresh herbs are always best. I learned that from my friend, and I use fresh herbs whenever I can. So I encourage you all to try this soup and come and visit us again, and we look forward to seeing you in our Mission 360 kitchen.
This quarter, a portion of your 13th Sabbath mission offerings will be supporting mission in Southern Asia. So let's visit one of those projects now.
For over 100 years, Adventist education has been present in India. The people of India view Adventist schools here as institutions of high-quality training, and the school system is also respected for the moral and ethical value it offers its students. These Adventist schools in India, like many others, are missionary schools. When the majority of the students arrive here, they don't know Jesus. But through the years, they experience the love and grace of Christ firsthand. A late Adventist school served the children of this community for 70 years.
Our education system is a Christ-centered system where we, through the textbooks, pass on the message or pass on the good news of the Lord Savior Jesus Christ, who saves you. This goes into the house of multiple families, and we are privileged that we have an entry to get into their house through the printed books.
This quality education attracts many families who want the best for their children. The teachers also place special emphasis on character development. Abraham has been a student here since he was 7 years old. He didn't come from an Adventist family, and there wasn't even a school in his village. He has lived in the 18-boy dormitory longer than anyone else on campus, 9 years now. During this time, his teachers encouraged him to study hard and strive to do his best. He has also learned to play the guitar. When he first arrived, Abraham was very shy, but now he's more confident and makes friends quickly. Throughout the years, he took the good principles from Bible stories to heart and is now living a Christian lifestyle. Each day, students and teachers gather for a morning devotional. Later, they have time for studying, playing, and even learning how to cook. Abraham regularly attends morning worship, and in his spare time, he likes to read the Bible and pray with his friends in the dormitory. Today, the All-8 Adventist School enrolls 225 students. It's practically bursting at the seams. The lack of space is one challenge, but another is that the buildings are old and run down. Many students from nearby villages would like to study here, but the school cannot accept any new enrollment in the current conditions. The students, faculty, and parents in the surrounding community hope to see a new building constructed. A location has already been selected and plans are underway. This building will create 14 new classrooms to provide children with quality Christian education. This quarter, your 13 Sabbath offerings will help them break ground on the new building. Please pray for this Adventist school and for the thousands of young people like Abraham who seek education and better opportunities in life. And thank you for your support of Adventist Mission.
Well, I hope that you've enjoyed today's 360-degree view of mission around the world. As you've seen, mission is taking place in many diverse places and among different cultures and people groups. And it's a tremendous challenge to make the good news about Jesus meaningful and understandable to people who come from totally different worldviews. And I want to thank you for being part of the Adventist Mission team. Now, I'm sorry if you're watching this program, you are a part of the team because I know that you're interested in mission, I know that you're praying for mission, and it does make a difference to know that there are people around the world who are upholding our missionaries, our global mission pioneers, our church planters to the Lord, that He will continue to bless, keep them safe, and help them in their ministry. Thank you so much for your financial support that also makes a difference. I'd like to send you a small thank you gift for your support of mission. It's a Mission Spotlight DVD. This DVD is full of stories just like you see here on Mission 360. Well, for Adventist Mission, I'm Gary Krause, and I want to thank you for your continuing support, and I hope that you can join me next time right here on Mission 360.